Welcome back to their Seattle Seahawks franchise. The Seahawks will be going off against the St. Louis Rams here in CenturyLink Field. Just a couple weeks ago, the Seattle Seahawks faced off against the St. Louis Rams, which they won in their stadium. I believe the score was 20-14. We see Jimmy Graham here having a terrific season. Definitely better than his last season. His first season, though, with the Seahawks was his best. I think he had a little over 1,700 yards. I think he was top 10 all-time in the NFL for receiving yards in a single season. Jared Cook is the other tight end for the St. Louis Rams side of the field. The Seahawks bring a 14-0 record, while the Rams bring a 10-4 record, as they have been a pretty good team throughout the season, as they will definitely have a chance to do something in the playoffs, and we'll see what they can do. But until then, we have the regular season, with Russell Wilson trying to pick up another MVP award, and what he is doing a great job with his stats. First play of the game, Russell Wilson is going to take it himself and move it to the 35, making it a 2nd and 3 now. Sheldon Parker is going to get the handoff. He's going to pick up the first down, and the Seahawks are trying to move down the field here efficiently. On our own 48, Turbin getting it. He picks up the first down, moving into St. Louis territory. 2nd and 3, Parker gets the handoff here. He moves it to the 30, and the Seahawks are driving efficiently thus far, and they have been good. Wilson rolling out to the right now. He's running out to the right side, and he's going to take this all the way to the 17-yard line, picking up 13 yards. The Seahawks move to a 3rd and 3, throwing right side. It's going to be picked off by Alec Ogletree. He intercepts the ball right in front of Jimmy Graham. And what was a promising drive for the Seattle Seahawks ends with Scott Tolzien now coming onto the field, as the Rams defense did not stutter as they picked off the ball, and the Seahawks gave up the ball for the first time with an interception in a long time. Scott Tolzien, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a little over 2,000 yards, 62.2 completion percentage. He should have a good game here today. He has definitely been an efficient quarterback, and he gets his first completion here to a 13-yard pass to Cook. Abdullah is going to get the handoff here. He's going to move it to the 28-yard line, picking up 7 yards. 3rd and 4 now. Tolzien throws. Hunter makes the reception, being tackled by Jeremy Lane and Bobby Wagner. He picks up the first down. Continuing their drive here, Amir Abdullah is running all around, picking up 18 yards, moving it to the 50-yard line. Gordon, the man in motion now. Tolzien dropping back to pass. He has time to throw. He's going to lob this one in the air. It's going to be almost batted down by Antonio Parks. Instead, Jared Cook is able to pick up the reception. Tolzien throwing right side, and he's finding Cook again for another first down. Then the Seahawks are giving up plays here on defense. Abdullah is going to get the handoff, and that's a good play by the Seahawks defense. A good play for them, and not a good play for the offense, as they get nothing on that one. Amir Abdullah runs backwards to the right side, probably had a touchdown there on the halfback screen. Instead, they are now 9 yards away from the end zone. It's going to be thrown. Gordon is going to make the reception. Josh Gordon, former Cleveland Brown receiver, a guy that cannot lay off the drugs. He definitely needs to do that in real life. Drugs are definitely an issue for him. He needs to lay off those. He's basically giving away millions if you really think about it. Regardless of those issues in real life, the Seahawks give up a touchdown here on their first defensive possession. They could not do much on their first drive on defense. This one's on the right side, though. Tyler Lockett is going to not make the catch. We ended up challenging that call. It would be a wrongful challenge. We would not give up any timeouts, though. It was the weirdest of challenges. We got the challenge right, but we didn't. We didn't get the first down. But a good play by Tyler Lockett, making a great reception. Jimmy Graham should have had the reception there. Russell Wilson not having a good start to his day. 2 of 6, 18 yards and an interception, and that will just make his stats even worse with another incompletion. Seahawks have a quick drive there, giving it back to the Rams. Throwing right side. Cam Chancellor's going to just awkwardly move out of the way and allow the reception for that St. Louis receiver. They move to the 26 now of Seattle, a 3rd and 7. 7-0 game, 9-10 left here in this first half. Tolzien throws right side, finds Hunter, who was tackled by Cam Chancellor. The Seahawks stutter, or at least stiffen, on that drive. But this drive for the Seahawks offense is not starting out well either. Now a 3rd and 9. Sheldon Parker getting the halfback screen. Can he pick up the first down? He will. The Seahawks are able to keep this drive alive. But another 3rd and 10. 3rd down here. Can the Seahawks convert? It's thrown over the middle, and Jermaine Kearse cannot make the reception. An incomplete pass. Play action. Tolzien dropping back the pass. Having plenty of time to throw. Still has time to throw. He throws right side. This is right on the platter for Richard Sherman, who makes the interception. He's going to try and run this one down the field. He's going to take it all the way to the 49 of St. Louis. And the Seattle Seahawks will have the ball on the 49 of St. Louis with with 5:54 left here in this first half. Richard Sherman has not had an interception for a long time. I think that's his first interception since he had 4 interceptions in one game against Peyton Manning. Yes, I could not believe that game. Peyton Manning threw 6 interceptions in that game, the New York Giants game. Plenty of turnovers in that one. The Seahawks, though, get the ball back. This one's thrown to Tyler Lockett. He's wide open, and the Seahawks are going to convert here on the 2nd and 20. He is chased down by Laurinaitis, but he moves it to the St. Louis 13. Wilson jumping back to pass here, throwing right side. It's going to be lobbed in the air for Jermaine Kearse, who makes a beautiful tiptoe catch. And the Seahawks get on the scoreboard for the first time here in this one, with exactly 5 minutes left here in this second quarter. As the Seahawks were efficient on that drive, had some pretty good field position. That turnover by the St. Louis Rams turned out deadly for them as they give up some points for the first time here today. Hunter is making the reception, though. The offense seems to be doing what they have been doing today. They have been efficient. Can they get a first down here on the 3rd and 10? Tolzien's going to be sacked, and they will not do that as they will lose 8 yards, punting the ball back to the Seahawks, what moved it to a 4th and 18. This one's thrown to Jimmy Graham. A nice touch pass. It's going to be to Jimmy Graham, who is still on his feet, moving all the way to the 34. A minute 54 left here in this one. A 2nd and 10 play action. Wilson rolling out to the right side, having plenty of time to throw. He's finally going to throw it. He's going to throw it to Chris Matthews, who makes the reception while the defender basically stood behind him. He could have probably batted that ball down. Instead, he stood behind him. And once again, the Seahawks are throwing to Jimmy Graham. This one is going to pass again as the Seahawks pick up another first down, moving to the 23. Can they take the lead right before the end of the half? Wilson throwing right side. It's going to be an aggressive catch by Jimmy Graham. He makes a beautiful catch, and the Seahawks move to the 1. Pitch out to the right side. Sheldon Parker runs it into the end zone with 22 seconds left here in this first half. And that will just about do it for this first half, as the Seahawks will retake the lead. They didn't have the lead once in this game, but they do take the lead for the first time right at the end of the halftime. And the Seahawks lead this one 14-10, dominating in every category outside of that interception thrown by Russell Wilson, which was thrown to Ogletree when he was trying to find Jimmy Graham. They have the ball, though, to start out the second half. The St. Louis Rams, they don't start off well. It is a gain of nothing. They're still on their own 26. 2nd and 10 now, throwing. Jared Cook, he makes the reception, moving to the 37, picking up a first down on 11-yard reception there for Jared Cook. 2nd and 13 now, Scott Tolzien, he is going to take it himself, run it for 8 yards, and be tackled hard by Bobby Wagner. Good job by Bobby Wagner, able to be aware of that. He's aware of this, and he's going to cause a fumble, and that that receiver there, I believe his name was Mason, fumbles the ball, and the Seahawks get the ball back on the 43 of St. Louis. Not sure, I do not have a replay, but what a hit by Bobby Wagner. Wilson rolling out to the right, being pushed out of bounds. He's going to lose negative 14 yards on his rushing record, because that does not count as a sack. Tyler Lockett, though, he's going to pick up the reception, moving to the 40, picking up a first down. Now on the 49, Kearse the men in motion. 3rd and 19, Wilson drops back. He's going to throw. Another crazy throw, throwing it right in between some defenders. Tyler Lockett cannot hang on to the ball. The Seahawks punt the ball away, give it back to the St. Louis Rams, who have a quick 3-and-out, and they will get it right back on their own 39 with a play action. Wilson rolling out to his right, sees a wide open Paul Richardson. Paul Richardson is going to move this one inside the 36 of St. Louis. Now on the 31 of St. Louis, Sheldon Parker doing a bit of a stutter step there, moving up the middle, moving through the pile, picking up a first down. Now on the 11 of St. Louis, Wilson throwing and finding Jimmy Graham, who takes it to the 6. A 2nd and goal now on the 6. In the red zone, Wilson dropping back. He throws, he finds Tyler Lockett, who's able to get that ball across the plane of the goal line. The Seahawks pick up another touchdown here, making this one a 21-10 ball game with 3:03 left here in this third quarter. The Seahawks definitely doing a better job here in this second half compared to the St. Louis Rams, who didn't do anything on their first 2 drives. They come out for their 3rd drive here, 3rd and 3. Tolzien, can he stop a 3-and-out? Yes, he will, with a wide open Amir Abdullah, moving to the 47 of Seattle. Tolzien has definitely been on fire here in this one. Tolzien dropping back to pass now, throwing right side. It's going to be picked off by Bruce Irvin, who will take it to the 42-yard line. A great job by Bruce Irvin. And the Seahawks will get the ball once again with 43 seconds left. Tolzien not having the greatest of games. He's had some good throws. He has a good completion percentage, 18 of 23 on the day. But he has another bad throw here that can cost his team. take away those 2 turnovers, they might be leading this football game. 21-10 football game now. Seahawks on their next drive. 3rd and 10. Sheldon Parker getting a great reception here, moving into St. Louis territory and picking up a first down. Another 3rd down conversion for the Seahawks, something they have been efficient in all day. We're at the end of 3 quarters. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Play action. Wilson lobbing it high in the air to Tyler Lockett. He tries to get off a couple defenders. He does drag him for about a couple more yards. Moving to the 20 of St. Louis. Wilson throwing now quick pass to Jermaine Kearse. He makes the reception. Now on the 1-yard line. Parker the man in motion. Wilson is going to go ahead and take it himself across the end zone. And the Seahawks make this a 28-10 ball game. An 18-point lead with a little over 9 minutes left. Time is running out for the Rams. They need to get something here on this drive. Abdullah has a plenty of space to run with. He does not run with it well, as they only pick up 16. He could have easily had a touchdown there. Sherman is not the fastest of defenders, and Abdullah is definitely faster than him. At least I am speculating. Now on the 43 of Seattle here, 28-10 ball game. Tolzien throwing, finding Cook. Cook is going to be blasted by Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner forces his 2nd fumble of the day. He doesn't pick this one up. Richard Sherman does pick it up, but Bobby Wagner has been all around over the field here today. He is having a terrific game. KJ Wright was also in on the tackle, but that was caused by Bobby Wagner, as we'll see at this replay. Antonio Parks was in on that tackle. Great job by Bobby Wagner. Seahawks and the Russell Wilson offense are back on the field, pitching it out to the left side to Sheldon Parker, who runs this one for a first down to start out their drive, moving to the 46. Now on their own 40, 3rd and 16. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's going to go ahead and throw an incomplete pass. He had a wide open Sheldon Parker right in front of him. He did not see him. Went for Jimmy Graham, overthrew him. Seahawks give up the ball, and the St. Louis Rams now on their own 21, 3:44 left. This game is basically over. Tolzien throwing left side, finding Jared Cook. And that would just about do it for their drive. Seahawks get the ball back on their own 46. Running another play action. Tyler Lockett making the reception here. He's going to take it to the 34 of St. Louis. Russell Wilson not having the greatest of days when it comes to completion percentage, but he is getting first downs for the Seahawks offense. And they do it again here on another 3rd down. 1st and 10 now on the 23. Just some basically plays that are being ran here to pad the stats, maybe even pad that scoreboard. Can they do it here? On the 2-yard line, 35 seconds left. Wilson dropping back. He throws, he finds Sheldon Parker, a wide open Sheldon Parker. They will make it 35-10, and that would all but do it. Here in this football game, the Seahawks defeat the St. Louis Rams 35-10 in prime time here at home in CenturyLink Field. It has been a pretty good season thus far for the Seahawks. They moved to 15-0 on the season, and they are definitely cruising along trying to get another perfect season, while the Rams falter to 10-5 as they have lost the season series here against the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks dominated in every single stat sheet in this whole entire game, and they definitely enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, possibly subscribe. Today I have something new for you. I'm going to be showing the stats at the end of the game. I hope you guys will enjoy this bit of the video, as it shows you the stats, basically the leaders of the day. What our guys did is it was a terrific game for the Seattle Seahawks. They are out on top once more. If you enjoyed, please leave me a like, a comment, and possibly subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.